Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be doing my 25-week update. I decided to do them every 5 weeks instead of like every week because I was seeing that not a whole lot of things were changing from week to week besides the magical moments that were happening. So I just decided that I would do them maybe every 5 weeks and then that way I could do like an accumulative video with all of the stuff that I have been feeling and craving and experiencing in my 25 weeks of pregnancy. So I turn 25 weeks tomorrow, which is Sunday, June, I think it's the 18th. Let's see. Yes, tomorrow will be the 18th. So tomorrow I will turn 25 weeks, and this coming up week I have a growth scan at my MFM, and then I have my regular doctor's appointment on, what day is it? Wednesday, and then I have to do that fun glucose test, and I have to do the 3-hour one because my doctor wants me to do that one because there are 2 of them. So I just thought that I would sit down and finally update you guys on everything that's been going on the past 5 weeks. So to start off, we're gonna do cravings. One big thing has been Three Musketeers bar, and it's really bad because we have a gas station like literally probably 3-minute walk from the apartments, and every once in a while I'll just look over to Cory and I'll be like, please can you go get me a Three Musketeers bar, because for some reason I've been craving them, and I was a die-hard Reese's Peanut Butter Cup fan, and now all of a sudden it's just flipped and it's been Three Musketeers bars. So that's been crazy. And then another one has been McDonald's orange juice. Now I had been taking Cory to work earlier before I would go into work, and then now lately he's going in at 6 o'clock, so I take him in at like 5:45, and then on my way back I'll get McDonald's orange juice. And for some reason I have just been loving the taste of McDonald's orange juice, and I tried getting regular orange juice from like the store, and it just doesn't hit the spot the right way like McDonald's orange juice does. So I just thought that was kind of weird. And then another drink favorite has been Gatorade, and specifically the blue cherry and glacier cherry flavors. When I went to my doctor's appointment 2 weeks ago, I basically had told her I was starting to feel like very lightheaded, and I drink so much water all the time. I drink about 4 or 5 16-ounce water bottles a day. And so basically she told me that it's obviously I'm getting a lot of water but not getting a whole lot of electrolytes from it. So she told me to kind of balance the amount of water versus the amount of Gatorade that I'm drinking. So I started picking up some Gatorades on my way home from work one day, and I found I really like the blue cherry and the glacier cherry kind, and I can down those in like no time flat, and it actually makes me feel so much better. Like I don't feel as lightheaded, I don't feel dizzy, so that's been helping. So really those are the really only cravings I've had the past 5 weeks. I get random ones here and there that are really random, like sour cream and onion chips. Cory and I went to Subway last weekend, and I really wanted sour cream and onion chips, but they didn't have any, so we stopped at this gas station and we got some for me. So those have been my cravings. As for symptoms, I have been having frequent urination. I go all the time, and I think a lot of that has to do with, for a while there, both of the boys were butt down, and so they both were having their feet on my bladder, and it was so annoying because they would kick or I would stand up, and all of a sudden I'd have to go to the bathroom so bad because there was just so much pressure. So that's been one. And then constipation has been another. I know, TMI, but it is so hard to go to the bathroom now. And before I got pregnant, I had no problem doing that, but now it's like I have the feeling but can't go, and it sucks. It sucks so bad. So that's another one. But then I'm still congested a little bit, but it has gotten better. For a while there, Cory was sick for about a week. I would say maybe 4 or 5 days. But he was sick, and so he was coughing, and then that's when I started to realize that my symptoms of like being congested were coming back, and so I was like, oh great, I'm getting sick. So I started taking my Sudafed again and my Tylenol, and it's been a lot better. It gets worse at night, like always, but it definitely has gotten better. Let's see. Aches and pains in my hips and my lower back. I definitely see this more after I've worked a little bit and I've been on my feet all day. I feel it more in my hips than I do in my back. And that sucks. And so I've been taking Epsom salt baths with it's just the Equate brand from Walmart, the lavender kind, just to kind of soothe my body. And I've actually gotten Cory into using Epsom salts because he sees a big difference when he takes a bath with them as well. So another one has been clumsiness. I am so clumsy. We were in the car the other day and I had my phone in my hand and all of a sudden it just like flew out of my hand. I was like, what the heck? Like it's not like I threw my phone. It just all of a sudden just fell out of my hand, and I trip a lot more, and like if I bend over to get something and I go to stand back up, I like kind of jostle back and forth a little bit. So definitely been seeing a lot more clumsiness now. My breakouts, I had 2 big breakouts on my cheek, and then I had some on my forehead and then some along my jawline, but now they've cleared up, and I've definitely stuck to a good skincare regimen throughout this entire pregnancy. So I've been really trying to keep all of those breakouts away. I started having Braxton Hicks contractions about 3 weeks ago, and it kind of freaked me out at first because I've never been pregnant, so I never have felt Braxton Hicks contractions. And so I called my doctor's office one day and talked to the nurse that was on call, and I basically said, this is going to sound like a really stupid question. I said, but every once in a while I just have this tight feeling in my lower abdomen. And she's like, you are having Braxton Hicks contractions with twins. It happens a lot sooner than most people with only one baby. She said, but it's totally normal as long as there's no bleeding or anything. It is completely normal. So I've still been having them, but they aren't as frequent. The boys definitely move a lot more, so that tightening feeling that I have been feeling is more of them moving than the Braxton Hicks contractions. And especially because now twin A is head down, and so his head will bubble out the left side of my stomach, and then twin B, I will feel his head right under my ribs. So a lot of those tight feelings that I'm feeling now aren't Braxton Hicks, they're just more the boys are moving. And then the last one is stretch marks. I have started to get stretch marks. I am embracing my tiger stripes. I've been using cocoa butter and peppermint oil mixed with coconut oil to kind of rub on my stomach to kind of help those stretch marks not be as apparent. They are super itchy, and that's the only thing that I have to complain about having stretch marks or beginning to have stretch marks, is that they itch so bad, and I'm trying so hard not to itch them to make them worse. And so I literally just have to pat my stomach and just slightly scratch them. So like I said, I've been using the coconut oil to help, or not the coconut oil, the cocoa butter to help with the stretch marks themselves, and I just apply it every once in a while if I feel like I'm starting to itch a little bit, and then I apply it every time I get out of the shower. So that's been good. And then I think that's all for symptoms. My favorite products are the cocoa butter lotion. Aloe vera has been a godsend for my face, especially because I've noticed that my face has been getting a lot more pigmented, like red color in it. So the aloe vera I've been just putting on my face to just help everything tone down the redness. And then, like I said, coconut oil mixed with peppermint oil. It helps with my hip pain, and it also helps with the stretch mark itching, so that's been helpful. And then magical moments. Cory finally got to feel twin A move, and he has been feeling them both move a lot more, but he finally got to feel twin A move, and it was like the most awesome feeling to look at his face and to just see like the, you know, surprise look that he gave me. And so that was awesome. And then let's see, twin A was 14 ounces and twin B was 13 ounces when we went at my last appointment. When we go on Tuesday, they should be about 1.5 pounds, but because they're twins, they might be a little bit less. So they're on track with their growth and everything. There's no indication of twin-to-twin transfusion, which is one twin taking the amniotic fluid and the blood supply from the other. So far, so good with that. The last doctor we talked to was very confident that we aren't going to have any issues with the twin-to-twin transfusion because kidneys are working, bladder is working, and they have an adequate amount of fluid between the two of them. So that was awesome. And then, like I said, twin A is moving, or it moved to be head down again. So that made me a lot more optimistic that he will continue to stay head down so that I can have a normal delivery and I won't have to go through a C-section. So now I guess I will show you guys my belly progress, which has changed a lot since the last time. And then I guess I'll show you just a quick glimpse of the mess of stuff that I've gotten to go, that I have to go through and organize and kind of figure out where I'm gonna put stuff, because I got a whole two big boxes that my parents sent over from my baby shower and stuff that I had gotten when I went home. And so now we have all of that. And so I guess I will show you guys that, and then we will be done with this video. Okay, so here is my belly. Don't mind my pants. I am wearing a pair of regular Miss Me jeans that I had before I got pregnant, and I've been doing the Pinterest hack of putting the hair tie around the button so that it kind of keeps it together. But as you can tell, I have grown a lot since the last update. So this is the front view, and I don't know if you can tell on camera, but my belly button is starting to become an outie instead of an innie, so that's always fun. And then here is a side view. Definitely, again, has grown a lot. I do feel like I'm carrying low. I don't feel it a whole lot up here, but I definitely am carrying a lot lower. It was funny, the girl at Walgreens the other day looked at me and was like, "You're having a boy." And I was like, "How can you tell?" And she goes, "Because of the way that you're carrying." And I said, "Well, I'm having 2 boys." And she was like all freaked out and like excited for me. So here's the other side. And this is my belly. I've only gained, well, since my last appointment, I've only gained 10 pounds altogether in this pregnancy, and it's basically all been here, which I can be happy with and I can be really on board with if I have an all belly pregnancy. So this is my belly shot. And then if we go into the bedroom, you can see the crazy mess of stuff that I have all over the room, which after I film, I am going to go through and organize every single thing. So we have a lot of different things all over the place, especially in their pack and play bassinets. I have a crap ton of diapers, and then the other side is all wipes, but of course it's all hidden below. And then I have all of that. And then I did get a it's out here somewhere. We did get a car seat for free from one of my friends, but we realized that it's not the kind that's going to fit with our double stroller. So we are going to end up keeping this for later. And then I did order a new one on, what is that, Target, that's similar to this one, just a different pattern. So that is going to be the end of this video. If you guys liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button so that you guys don't miss out on my 30-week update that will be coming up. That is so crazy to think that in 5 weeks I will be 30 weeks. And Cory and I were talking about this the other day, and we feel like this pregnancy has just flown by. So I hope you guys are enjoying these updates. I'm enjoying keeping up with them and seeing how things have changed throughout the months. And I guess I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.